What's going on YouTube? This is Daybreak748 here, coming back at you guys with a figure review, and today we'll be taking a look at none other than the Play Arts Kai Super Street Fighter 4 Arcade Edition Chun-Li Player 1 Color figure. Now, before I get into this whole review of this Chun-Li, I just want to let you guys know, for those of you guys who are new to Play Arts Kai or who have never even heard of them, Play Arts Kai, they are known for their sculpt, their master craftsmanship, and the paint. One thing they're also known for, and this is a negative part about Play Arts Kai, it's the fact that their quality control is terrible. Especially with the Street Fighter figures, there's a lot of quality control issues that go on, and in particular with this one, as soon as I took her out of the package, her right leg and her left this ball joint right here for her hand and that's connected to the forearm, they were broken. And when I contacted Square Enix about it, they said they could do nothing about it. So just keep that in mind. These are more of display pieces rather than figures that you would give to your 5-year-old son or daughter or whoever, and or for those of you guys who like to play with these figures, it's not for you then, because these are very brittle figures that you have to keep in mind. So before I get into the actual figure review, let's take a look at the box art. It comes nicely packaged in this display window box with the Super Street Fighter 4 logo here and the Play Arts Kai logo there. On this side, it has Chun-Li doing one of her famous fireball moves. On the back, you see some displays with Chun-Li, and obviously these two you need a stand for, while this one you saw at the start of this review has also a picture of Ryu right here. This is the other figure for volume 1, so that's that. On this other side, there's only the Street Fighter 4 logo here, and on top, just an open see-through part with the Capcom and Square Enix products logo. So that is the box itself. On to the accessories. So, Chun-Li comes with one of these. It's an alternate face. It's a yelling face with her mouth open. As you guys can clearly see, there's a little blemish here, but overall paint job is spectacular. The blush on her cheeks, the little eyeshadow makeup thing, I don't know what it's called, that is done extremely well. Her pupils, everything is centered. No lazy eye syndrome that you would get in your Hasbro, etc. type of figures. Her mouth, her teeth, her tongue, her lips, everything is well colored. Even this part right here with the earrings, nicely done. Her hair, fully sculpted, has the peg holes for the buns that you can swap in and out, and just everything is just so nicely done. It's so crisp. You also get a pair of fist hands, and you also get a pair of these open palm hands. Now, as you guys can clearly see, well sculpted. You can see the nails, and they're a little bit glossier than the actual hand, and you can see just everything. It's so nicely done. You also get a fireball with Chun-Li. It's a nice translucent light blue, and the further you go up to the center of the fireball, it turns white. Pretty cool. The inner fireball part is made of a translucent yellow. It's very light here, and the more you go into the center of the fireball, it turns more yellow. You also have a peg hole here that you can place, and why is that there? It's because you get a display base for this fireball. You can just connect it here, And there you go. You can have Chun-Li doing her fireballs. Now, the only problem with this is the hole here is smaller than this, a lot smaller than this round part here. And this is very brittle. So if you try to force it, it can crack. So be careful when you do that. Alright, on to the figure itself. Now here we have Chun-Li in all her splendor. Let me see if I can focus that. There you go. Look at it. I mean, paint. Let me show you a closer look. Here we go. Let me zoom in. Here we go. Let's focus. Alright, paint is spectacular. You have all the gold trimmings around, and her just the detail for this Chinese dress is spectacular. All the gold pieces on her poofy arm piece right here. Even down here on our skirt piece, the trimmings are all gold, nicely done. The blue, as you guys can clearly see, is a nice, rich, deep, dark blue, and has shading all throughout, so it's pretty well done. And I love the color that they use, this glossy texture. For the face itself, as you can see, once again, excellent. You see the lips have that glossy pink texture and has the pinkish around her cheeks. Her eyes are accentuated with those, I don't know what they call that, but her pupils are spot on. Her hair is just perfect. And her buns, oh, before I forget, on these buns, these tassel things, you see those gold pieces? Yeah, they're actually painted on and so nicely done. Sculpt wise, this is pretty much spot on to the actual game representation of Chun-Li. Very skinny upper body, and some people complain about this, saying that the figure is wrong, but it's not. If you guys take a look at the actual game, yes, she does have thunder thighs, but in the game they represented Chun-Li with thunder thighs, so you cannot complain about that when it comes to the actual figure itself. Complain to the game makers, if anything. So that's that. Pretty awesome sculpt, as you guys can clearly see. I'll show you from a different angle. There you go, her backside. So yeah, that's that. Paint, sculpt, looks great. Now, let's get on to the articulation. This is where some of the flaws come into play. First, let's take a look at her head. Her head is on a ball joint, but because of the way it's sculpted, it pretty much can't look up or down. It just swivels like this a little bit. It can rotate 360 degrees. Quality control issue number one for this figure, for mine. And it might be different for yours, but just don't be surprised if you purchase this figure and you get something like this. The joints in here, the butterfly joints, they are frozen tight. Like, I try moving these, yeah, you're not gonna get them to move. I try putting this under hot water and it does pretty much nothing. So I have to work with what I'm given, so that's why I have her in this pose. She doesn't have an upper bicep swivel, but her, her elbow joint allows her to move, so that's not bad. Her elbow joint is a ratchety ball joint. If you bring it out too far, it looks kind of weird, but if you have her hands bent, or her arms bent, I should say, it's not that bad. The hand is on a little peg system. If you try pulling this out too hard, you might detach it from the forearm, so please be very careful of that. Also be careful of these spikes because they are quite sharp. They can go up and down, but like I said, for my figure, there's a lot of defects. This is frozen on here as well, so that's that. Same articulation for this arm right here. If you want to interchange the parts, it's actually quite simple. All you need to do is pull out the hand, revealing a, a little stub, and you would just push it back into place. But like I said, sometimes you can detach it from the forearm, which is going to create some problems, so be careful. Her skirt piece is loose right here, so you can get her in all different poses. She does have an upper diaphragm ball joint, so you have nice movement here. Just be careful because if you move it too much, the paint might come off. I have not had any issues with it so far, so it should be okay. She does have a waist swivel, and she can move her waist up and down, so more flexibility there. So pretty cool. Her legs are connected by a T-joint, I think. I'm pretty sure it's a T-joint. However, because of the way it's sculpted, as you guys can already see, this piece does not match up with this piece. And it's not like a figure arts figure where you can pull down and extend the leg. It's actually sculpted like this, so the highest you can probably get it is this far. And as you guys can clearly see, I'm already forcing it. This leg does have a tendency to pop out, but it's not broken. It can go back in. Same with this leg. So that's that. For knee articulation, it has standard Play Arts Kai double joint right here. However, as you guys can see, this is pretty ugly. But Play Arts Kai is known for that type of knee joint. So that's that. The foot does have articulation, can go down that much, can go up that much, and as you guys just heard, it's a ratchety joint. I don't think this has a weight, what's it called? Ankle rocker, but I can be mistaken. Mine may be just stiff. But yeah, pretty much that is Chun-Li for you. If you're into Street Fighter and you're looking for display pieces, I highly recommend these figures. Especially for the craftsmanship, the paint, the sculpt, it's just perfect. However, like I said, if you're more into playing with your figures, this might not be the best choice for you. So yeah, thanks for watching, guys. This is Daybreak 748's first review, so I hope you guys enjoyed. Review will be coming up next, so thanks for watching. Stay tuned. This is Daybreak 748, and I'm signing out. Peace out, guys.